Alright, welcome back to 2 Owls in a Trench Coat. I'm Manhearts3, and today we are back in the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest. We're actually on the mountaintop. So in our last episode, we made our way through the Wormling Chamber, or the caverns, and we fought our way through. We faced a ton of drakes, because, yeah, of course that would happen. And we learned that Andraste, or the supposed Andraste, is actually a high dragon who the dragon cultists believe is Andraste reborn. So that's pretty nice as well. Yes. So to avoid fighting them, I decided that I would listen to old Colgrim over there, his offer, and what he had to say. He wants me to defile the Urn of Sacred Ashes by pouring this high dragon's blood into it, because apparently that's holding her back, or holding back her true potential. So in this episode, we're going to deal with a few choices leading up to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. So yeah, let's get started. Ooh, wow. Intimidating. Alright, so on to the Gauntlet. Oh, it's saving. Oh joy, my favorite thing. I was about to say, an awful lot of swords around here, but no, it's probably some statues that were here and they've fallen. Spiderwebs.
Do you feel that?
Chest.
This place is
and some
practically
rubble.
infused with magic.
Oh, well, this, I think, is where the Urn of Sacred Ashes are held, so it would make sense. A redstone mace and a pile of rubble to the right, and then maybe we can just come over here. Don't talk to me yet. Oh, some Andraste's arrows and studded leather helm. Cool. Oh, there's something over there as well. Looks like a book. I'll have to talk to him first. Hello. Oh, it's the Guardian. Yes, we heard that he is guarding the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and because he knows the dragon cultists, they can never make it past him. So since we're technically, or could be, confused for a pilgrim, then he won't know that we're working with the dragon cultists. So hello.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim.
Who are you?
I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this.
Why have you been here for so long?
It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea.
But yeah, the Guardian is immortal, so that would make sense why he's still here. Will your task ever be done?
I do not know, and I do not question.
Who are the men who have taken over the rest of the temple?
When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise.
So this dragon is not Andraste then?
No. Our Andraste has gone to the Maker's side. She will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power.
I mean, I'd be kind of silent as well if my people turned me in, betrayed me, and then burned me at the stake. How did the belief spread to the rest of the disciples?
It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced. I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived, and I have lived a very long time.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing, but the first disciples. Did you know Andraste?
Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water.
These are two interesting ones. Firstly, please, tell me more about Andraste.
I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must.
Okay. How is it possible you've lived so long?
I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm tracking. What can you tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes?
You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell?
Would you like me to get rid of these disciples?
The Maker will sit in judgment of them when the time comes.
Okay. I would like to see the urn, please.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
But what if I am not worthy?
Then you will not come to the ashes.
Oh,
It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
Alright. What is the Gauntlet?
The Gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Alright. Let's get this over with then.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past, your suffering, and the suffering of others. You abandoned your father and mother, leaving them in the hands of Rendon Howe, knowing he would show no mercy. Do you think you failed your parents?
You know, if I wanted to be attacked, I would have just fought Colgrim, Guardian. Heavens. In a way, yes, I feel like I probably failed my parents. Because I really should have made our mother come with us. But on the other hand, I had to seek out my brother, who had gone to the the battlefront before everybody else. So I need to find him, and that's also a thought in the back of our heads, like that we have to find our brother, and we still haven't found him. We don't even know if he's still alive. But how am I supposed to disobey my parents and stay? And even though I would have, but they weren't gonna let me. So no, I had to survive to tell Fergus that we were betrayed.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes, neither yours nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome, but that does not mean our actions had no effect.
Of course.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him, from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the circle and the chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You framed the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you, why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Dang. Oh, the Maker's first children. The Maker's first children, also known as the archdemons that the Darkspawn are finding in the earth, converting into archdemons, and bringing them forth to the surface. Blights, yeah! They're great. They certainly are. Actually, I'm gonna look at that real quick. The Maker's first children. Creation, Spire and Cold City, Chain of Light says that revere the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied, although the spirits were like him in that they could manipulate the ether and create from it. They did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but the one most important way. They did not have a spark of the divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade and proceeded to his next creation, life. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it, separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them, and thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul, and he watched with pleasure as his creations flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favor. Although the eyes of the living, through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw. Each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so that they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest parts of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror. They knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored the dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, and pride. These are dark parts of the soul that gave demons their power, and the hooks they use to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare in the fade in hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return they had created sin. From the Maker's first children, by Bader Senior, Enchanter of Ostwick, 812, blessed. So yeah, Maker's first children, demons. Who would have thunk? Okay, I think that started a new quest. Earn Sacred Ashes. Alright, so that's Colgrim. Alright, a test of faith. Brave the Gauntlet. To reach the Urn of Sacred Ashes, you need to undergo a test of faith. He said it was 4 tests. The Guardian calls this test the Gauntlet. If you survive, you have proven yourself worthy. The Gauntlet is now open to you, after being roasted by the Guardian. That's the first step. If you can get through the roasting without crying, then you are able to pass through the first door and into the test. So this must be the first one. Let me see, Brona. Do we talk to any one of them? Alright, I guess we'll start with Brona. Hello.
Echoes from a shadow realm,
horrifying.
whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Okay. Either, I don't know, love, moon, dreams, indigestion, and could you repeat that, please?
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Of things yet to come. Swept away in dawning light. Things yet to come. Premonitions. Premonitions come from dreams. Dreams are also swept away when you wake up in the morning. So, dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Oh. Okay. So these are people associated with Andraste. And that was her mother. Great. I don't even know your name, so I'm not gonna try. Hello, miss.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
I need to hear that again.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Small lark could carry it. What is a lark? Excuse me while I get my dictionary out. A lark is a songbird. Then, if it's a songbird, songbirds sing tunes. Yes. While a strong man might not. A tune?
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
I understand this must be a test, but why must the spirits all look so horrifying? Okay, I guess we're going to zigzag motion. Fane Chartan.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Repeat that, please?
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be.
Neither a guest nor a
In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
It's weird because they have Ferelden and the alienage listed here. And those are both, I want to say home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Yes, the elves followed Andraste, and in the Imperium, they pay for it in a way. No, I'm pretty sure elves are slaves anywhere, basically, except for the alienage, where they're just treated as not, like they're not people. The elves got it bad. Hello?
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
You obviously speak of vengeance. An eye for an eye? Heavens.
Yes, my husband Hessarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Dang. Okay. Oh, a general. Hello.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
You speak of jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
So that was her husband. And he's the one that betrayed her in the end. Is the one closest to you, you know? Alright, and Disciple Havard. Havard? Oh! Didn't we have Havard's shield? So this is the namesake then. I presume.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Bones of the world? Veiled in white. Oh, the mountains! I would have gone with clouds, but bones of the world. Well, rocks would count as the bones, I guess. So, veiled in white, snow-capped mountaintops.
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Oh, so that's why she's buried here. Okay. Alright, onward. Archon Hessarian?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
She wields the broken sword. The broken sword? And separates true kings from tyrants? Can you repeat that?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Well, a queen would have no difference between a true king and a tyrant. Neither does weakness, because weakness is relative thought. Anything could be a weakness, and anything that could have been a weakness for one could be a strength to another. And nothing really truly is a weakness now, is it? Well, no. Time just is not relevant in this kind of equation, so it must be mercy. But a broken sword. She wields a broken sword. Separates true kings from tyrants. A true king would show mercy while a tyrant would not. Alright. Mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Ah, okay. So that was the Archon. So he's from Tevinter Imperium. That lady over there who spoke of vengeance. I think she was talking about him. But anywho, while Andraste was burning at the stake, he stabbed her and gave her a quick death instead. So sometimes in Tevinter Imperium, or even just around, and even in Ferelden, there's like they talk about the Mercy Sword. I think there's also replicas about it as well. So disciple, disciple, hello.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Well, that totally gets rid of the comes out of thin air. Fells many armies could be fire. I don't know about the lightning thing, but the hunger one is striking my eye. Mostly. Fells many armies. Comes out of thin air. Yeah, you can get hungry out of nowhere. Fells many armies. Many armies have starved to death while trekking through onward to their destinations. So, hunger?
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth.
Oh, dang.
I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Alright, so we answered all of them correctly. If we didn't, we would have to fight an ash wraith. And thank heavens, because I'm not fighting any more ash wraiths. Saving the game, because I'm not doing that again. Alright, onward. Is that...
My dearest child.
Oh, snap. You never think you'd see your dad in a place like this, you know? Yeah, since he's dead. I wish it were not so, but I know you are dead.
You know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. Pup, I know you miss me, but my death and my life no longer have a hold on you. This is how it should be. Set your eyes on the horizon. Do not look back, and do not falter. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. And so I leave this in your hands. I know you will do great things with it.
Reflection. +1 to Constitution, +15% to healing effects received. A simple amulet with mirrored back and an archaic symbol of the chantry on the front. Sometimes when gazing into the silvered backing, there is a fleeting glimpse of someone else. The face is familiar, and the smile is encouraging. So depending on what your origin was, you'll meet a different person. Okay, so onward to the next trial. It looks foggy in there, and the game is saving. Oh my gosh. Can you not? You're giving me heart palpitations. Okay, so we're going to be doing the second trial next. And if I remember correctly, I'm going to give away some things. This one's difficult on the simple fact that you will be fighting yourself. And that's why, for me, it's crucial that Wen is here. But it's also a hindrance that Wen is here because there will also be a duplicate Wen. So, if you're watching this and you haven't quite done the quest yet, before you talk to the Guardian, unequip everything. Not everything, but your weapons. Unequip your weapons. Yeah, that's after the first trial. Alright, so I'm going to save first, and then I'm going to move in here, and hopefully I won't trigger really anything. But what I want to do is, like we did before in the Wormling Chamber, and kind of just pull people. Like, pull one person at a time, because all of them together can get overwhelming. Because sometimes they know spells. They're at, alright, for context, they're at the level that the Warden is at. So I'm at level, gosh, what is my level? I'm at level 13, which isn't too particularly high, but that's still above what they are. So I'm at level 13, they're at level 12, and sometimes the game will just put the points that it gives the duplicates into just random spots. So they can have other things that I don't have, or they can have stuff that Wen doesn't have, or Alistair, or Liliana. So, for context, also, if Wen doesn't have well, she does have Earthquake, but she doesn't have Blizzard. But picture if the game gave duplicate Wen Blizzard, then that'd be a problem. And that's what I kind of want to avoid. Hopefully the game did not do that, but I don't know because I'm not the game.
More enemies ahead!
Okay, here they come. Alright, they're all coming from the same direction. There.
Yes. Very well. Off I go.
Send me.
Alright, we're not gonna deal with them at the moment. We're dealing with duplicate Alistair.
Defend yourself! I shall do it. Good to go!
Can you put a life ward? Can you...
As you say.
Drink a Lyrium potion, and then put a life ward on Liliana since she's in the center.
All right then, let's go!
Be careful!
As you say, it shall be done. I shall do it. It is begun. It shall be done.
Oh my gosh, Wen's
well.
dead.
As you say, it shall be done. Very well.
All right.
All right, battle it is then.
Oh gosh, okay, that went south really fast. There's a life ward over there. I shouldn't want to. Oh wait, load. Let's try that again. Because I didn't mean to, I meant to go straight back into the other room, but I liked having them right there. I wanted to pull just one of them, but all of them followed, so there's that as well. Alright, going back here. I'm already invisible, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, corrupting the ashes, destroying them completely. Typical Tuesday, you know? Okay. I don't have combat stealth, which is annoying.
Enemies approaching.
Right, staying to the edge. Oh. Shoot, I wish I was a little faster. When? Oh, come on, you can put it there. You can totally put it there. There you go.
Maker's breath.
Can someone get me?
It shall be done.
Okay, to me first.
I shall do it. Ready.
When? Life word. Liliana again.
Maker preserve us.
Drink potion.
Need help?
As you say. Yes. Where now? It is begun. Very well. As you say. It is begun.
Oh my gosh, Wen dies really fast, and I didn't even see invisible Alistair over there.
As you say.
Here.
Drink a potion. Up. Drink a potion.
It is begun. I shall do it. It shall be done. It is begun. Very well. As you say. I shall do it. Very well. It is begun. It shall be done.
Oh my gosh.
It is begun.
Potion. Potion.
Good to go!
Very well. It shall be done. It is begun, as you say. Very well. I shall do it.
He's gonna freaking shield bash me again. Alright, well, when you get up,
As in me, as in now.
you're alright. Move over to the side. Please drink a potion. No! Who we still have Alistair duplicate up. Or is he dead? Is he dead? He's dead.
Right.
We still have Wen. Can you blast her with like a cleansing aura?
Be careful!
As you wish. All right.
Annoying! Defend yourself! Here comes trouble! Let's make this quick!
Okay, then we have Liliana. Alright, you keep hitting from the side, Liliana, and then we'll just... The other Liliana.
I never liked this part! Come and get it! Defend yourself!
Off I go. Right. Very well.
Gonna move... Nope, gonna move you.
On my way. Let's make this quick! Is that all you've got? Oh, lovely. Come
Alright,
and
stunned.
get it! I'm hurt. I need help.
Right then.
You're alright, you're alright. Alright, we did it! So usually if you can get that smoothly, you'd be drawing one person into another room. But, since sometimes my tactical my tactical strategy is not the best. I'm a little rusty. So I'll kind of just stand in a circle and heal up for a little bit. Let's heal everybody else, make a few pulses, and then we'll be on our way to the next trial.
Of course.
And then you...
No, I cannot.
Yes, you can. You totally can. Everybody else having a good time, you know? Looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes? Alright, let's keep moving then. Door will save. Alright, do a little save. Oh yeah, pulses. I mean, I know I can make them on the fly, but I'd like to be prepared. 16 freaking Mabari Crunch. But that's because it's made with deep mushroom. Mmm. Yummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna be careful with those. Kinda wanted to not use them at all, but that's just wishful thinking, I guess. Andraste loved her disciples as she loved the Maker. As we have faith in the Maker, so...
Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you?
I mean, take it from a rogue, they probably could be traps. So, right now, this is a puzzle, and we have to strategically place everybody in a way where we could make a path across the middle to the next section. Okay, and if you don't have party members with you because you decided to go it alone so you can get past that last part without having to fight your other party members' duplicates, then they'll give you ash wraiths, which is also interesting. Because there's just giant ash wraiths behind you that you can strategically place. And I've not brought anyone before, so I've never had the joy of having ash wraiths with me in my party, so yeah. But I've always wanted to see it. Position 3 party members on left 3, left 6, and right 2. Alright, so making everyone hold position.
A task?
Alistair, Well, I guess we'll go from the left first. So left 3, 1, 1, 2,
I can see
3.
a bridge, but it is clearly incorporeal. There's no way to cross on that.
Alright, but have a little faith. Okay, left 3, left 6,
Of course.
and then right 2.
That's it! That's an actual bridge piece right there. If we can get all the bridge pieces to be solid, we can make it across.
Okay, yes. So, as Alistair has excitedly claimed, moving people onto these pieces should have the bridge become fully solid. Okay, so moving Liliana, who is on left 3, I have to move her to right 4. 3, 4. And then Alistair has to be moved to left 1.
Your wish?
Okay, so left 6. I'm sorry, she needs to go to right 5. 3, 4, 5. But before I put her there, I need to go stand on this piece. Then Gwen can stand on right 5. Liliana stands on left 5. Ooh, don't hit any of the pieces. I don't know what will happen, but it cannot be good. Alright, left 5. And then we can all go across.
Maker's
Yay, we
Grave.
did it.
Andraste only favored the clever, it seems.
Yeah, apparently. Alright, you can move freely. Of course, Liliana's gonna hit every freaking piece. Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself? You didn't get sparked or anything? She's fine. She'll be alright. Alright, now onward to the last trial. Oh, I thought that was a tripwire for a second. I'm like, oh,
By
whoa.
the Maker. It's the urn of sacred ashes. That's it. That's really it.
Yeah, look at it. It's all divine glory and whatnot. These places are beautiful. Heavens. Look at that light. Like, who busted a hole in there just so it could... That's by the Maker's design, truly. Punched a hole into the building so it could stream beautifully on his bride's ashes. No one's just gonna be like, oh, let's knock out a piece of wall. Oh no, look! It's shining directly on the urn of sacred ashes. By the Maker's design, he says as he wipes a tear from his eye. If you are doing the Precious Metals quest from Dusttown, if you happen to go to Dusttown and you're doing the Precious Metal quest, finish that before you do this quest. It's probably too late. You've probably made it all the way here. You're still doing Precious Metals quest. If you do this last part, it's gonna fail. Just to let you know. This is where our choices really come into play for what's gonna happen next. So just bear with me for a moment. So, activating the altar. The altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You can make out an inscription carved into its face. Oh, yeah. Continue. Cast off the trappings of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit. King and slave, lord and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. So remove equipment. Oh yes, here we go.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Alright, cool. I'd rather not have this conversation while I'm in my... Oh, I'm on fire. Okay. My under thing, so, you know. Yeah. Oh no, I wanted to see the unfortunate person. Oh, she's got a flame in her hand.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
These are the earthly remains of Andraste, prophet and bride of the Maker. So, we can either go through with Colgrim's plan. So pour the dragon's blood. First, take a pinch of the ashes. You take a pinch of the ashes and place it into a leather pouch. And then, we can either choose to leave the urn alone, or take Colgrim up on his offer. You can pour the dragon's blood into the urn. You uncork the vial of dragon's blood, then empty it into the urn. Continue.
No! What have you done?
The ashes!
I knew I'd regret letting you go through with this.
You fiend!
So note, the only way she can be intimidated is if she's hardened. So if you go through with Liliana's quest, with her DLC, Liliana's Song, then you can harden her and you can intimidate her into falling in line and not fighting you. But since she's not, I'm sorry, it had to be done.
You did it because you care for no one but yourself. It ends here.
I am with you on this, Liliana. You will have to deal with the both of us.
And one's just gonna fight you.
This most grievous of sins cannot go unpunished. Andraste must be avenged.
And he's gonna fight you as well. So it's basically 2 versus 3 and Ashley's.
It shall be done. I shall do it. As you say, it is begun.
For the Grey Wardens!
I shall do it.
Oh my gosh, drink a Polos.
It is begun. It is begun. Nothing but excitement traveling with you.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just making sure you were drinking a Polos.
As you say, very well.
Yo, these ashtrays are gonna mess me up.
Okay, done with you now.
As you say.
And I died. Okay, so obviously that's not gonna work. We're gonna reload our previous save. So if you plan on defiling the Urn of Sacred Ashes, don't bring Liliana with you. And don't bring Wen. Liliana, if you have her DLC. Wen, just don't bring her. If you need a mage, bring Morrigan. She literally has no qualms with you doing that. She's like, oh, okay. But if you want to fight, then I guess proceed and go ahead to bring both Liliana and Wen, and then also fight both of them plus the Guardian. So there's that. While they're going through this scene again, the only thing, if you are a warrior, this is to go through with the blood, dumping the vial. That's the only way to get the Reaver specialization in this game without Amaranthine DLC. Alright, we can take a pinch of the ashes and we can leave the urn alone. And then we can always, no, we can't dismiss them from our party. But we can always change our mind, tune into the Urn of Sacred Ashes again, and dump blood in them. But we're not going to do that. So there's 2 exits and an unfortunate adventurer. Ooh, a golden demon pendant. Alright, Belt of the Magister Lords. +3 to spell power, I'll take that. And some fire arrows. Nice. Alright, so, since we did not defile the Urn of Sacred Ashes, we have a fight to handle. Yeah, I don't think Colgrim's gonna be all too pleased. I mean, how would he know? Can he know that the Urn of Sacred Ashes were defiled? How will he know? He's not in here. Also, no, it doesn't matter where you go, or it doesn't matter if you left Gwen and Liliana back at camp and you complete this quest, because they'll get pissed nonetheless and they'll leave. Oh, here's the chest.
It is
An
over.
entry kit, nice. So they'll get mad, try to fight you, and leave your party. So the only way to...
Think again.
What?
No, I cannot.
I'm ready.
Can you? She probably can't.
Can't do that.
Dang it. Gosh dang it. I have to come back for that. But the only way to not have to deal with disapproval from either of them, like I said, is Liliana being hardened, having a high coercion skill, and then intimidating her. And then with Gwen, you have to complete Broken Circle after you do the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Because then she won't be in your party, so she can't disapprove. Alright. Out to the mountaintop. Alright, I guess let's get this done and over with. Colgrim.
You have been to the urn, but Andraste has not been freed? What manner of treachery is this?
How do you even know? You weren't in there. I owe you no explanation.
I should never have trusted you with this task. And now you will die! Behold the fiery vengeance of Andraste herself!
Enemies approaching!
I shall do it. It shall be done. It is begun. Very well.
Stun.
It shall be done.
Stun him.
Very well. It is begun.
I suppose violence is the solution. Sometimes.
I shall do it.
Maker's breath!
Okay, she's doing her song. And... could use... some life ward. Yeah, just put it on me.
I am ready.
Right there.
Ready!
Liliana, you get stuck.
Alright, that's it!
Come, let us end this.
Very well. It is begun. It shall be done.
Not that, not that. Oh, she's already used Deadly Shot.
It is begun.
Whoa, friend.
As you say. I shall do it. Very well.
Oh man, he really wants me dead. Oh man. I'm trying to think quickly on my feet as I'm going through this. Len, can you use Winter's Grasp? And then Stone Fist.
Immediately. I will do so.
Oh no, you don't!
Lyrium Potion. No, not group heal. Oh, life ward's almost done. Shoot, there's no canceling that either. Huh. Yeah, do it.
Enough.
Defend yourself!
It shall be done. It shall be done. Very well.
Nice. Alright, Reaver. Colgrim has Greater Health Bolus, Swift Salve, Faith's Edge, and Heavy Chainmail Boots. How much space do we have in our pocket at the moment? 105. Alright, we're shy just 5. Okay, so that's what happens if you don't do his offer. If you do his offer, then he'll come out here, well, you'll walk out here after killing Liliana and Wen, and the Guardian, and his 2 Ash Wraiths, because that's what you have to do if you bring them along. And then when you talk to him, he'll thank you. I don't know. He'll thank you, and then you'll get the Reaver specialization for the warriors. If you don't want to go that... Oh, you get the Reaver specialization for the warriors, and you'll get the sacrilegious... I think that's what it's called. Sacrilege or sacrilegious achievement, which is to defile the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I'm pretty sure it's still a thing, but if you revert your save back to beforehand because you don't want to be evil and you don't want to defile the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and you don't want to kill Liliana and Wen and the Guardian and his 2 Ash Wraiths, the Reaver specialization will still be there. I've heard that from a few sources where they said that it will still be there, like it's unlocked. So, yeah. Then you don't have to go the mean route, and everyone kind of wins. Except for Colgrim, because now he's dead, because you have to come out here and fight him. So, yeah.
Alright, who ordered death?
They did. Hold position.
As you say, I shall do it. Very well.
Right.
Right away. On my way.
Alright, Mage is taken care of.
Here.
Yes.
Nope, May.
It is begun.
Swapping.
As you say.
Down you go!
Very well.
Oh, we're all stunned. Now,
I shall do it. It shall be done. I shall do it. Ah.
let's
end this. As you say.
No. No. Oh. Thanks, one. Give me those Drake sails. Give me them. Hand them over. You don't need them. They're moving forward cautiously. I don't know how many people are still around. I know there aren't many, but I still don't know how many. Oh yeah, you guys can move freely as well. Alright, cool. I think we're alright. Yeah, this way we don't have to fight the dragon. We will fight the dragon. We have to fight the dragon for story's sake. So if you, for Urn of Sacred Ashes, if you don't fight the dragon, it affects the endgame. You have to fight Andraste the dragon. You have to. In order to finish the game. I think, yeah, that's all the high dragons you come across in this game, you have to kill. So there's that. I will only say that. That's it. Alright, hopefully, well maybe, we can probably bring Brother Genitivi up here or something. Okay, oh, what's this? Oh, this leads back to the ruined temple. Alright, cool, so a path is opened up, so we can just not go through the caverns. Ooh, that's probably not smart. Got sulfur along my feet. So we can just go through here, and this should lead to the ruined temple. So the next time when we have to come back and fight that dragon, we can just take this shortcut. Alright, cool. Oh, this was that path. Oh, now it's magically opened up. Wow. Funny that. Oh, there he is.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
Show Genitivi the pouch of ashes.
Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Nothing has touched me quite so deeply.
You are a very fortunate person. And so am I. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
That is not wise. Many will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Ooh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Okay, so we're met with two options. We can either A, let him do as he pleases, because obviously he just doesn't want to be dissuaded from his motion to tell anyone and everyone about the Urn of Sacred Ashes and where it is, or we can kill him. Now, I'm not up to killing people, and I'm not even going to show me killing him, because I'm not going to do it. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm trying to think of this as, I can see this being blown out of proportion. Way out of proportion. Like Alistair said, that urn is of one dead woman, and those ashes are not self-replenishing. I've already taken a pinch. What's stopping from people taking more than a pinch? Just thinking logically here. If you think this is the right thing to do, then so be it.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
I hope I don't run into you soon. Really, truly. I really hope I don't. I'm kind of quite done with the Urn of Sacred Ashes. But I wish him well. Gather your party and venture forth? Yes, please. So with that... Oh, it's right here? Alright. Yeah, let's just head to Redcliffe Castle and get this whole thing done, huh? Yeah? Yeah. No, don't make me fight people. Probably more dragon cultists. Or just random people. Oh, or this guy. Hey, welcome sight, you. Too bad the elf root doesn't replenish itself out here.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegrin can give you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Yeah, let's... I don't know why I keep saying let's see this discount of his, but yeah, sure, let's see it. Oh yeah, I sold that to you. Oh yeah, and I sold that to you as well. Well, I can sell you this axe as well. This mace. I'll keep the arrows. Spellweaver and Faith Shield. Keeping my family sword. This studded leather helm. Oh yeah, I sold you those ceremonial armored boots as well. Just like stuff that I kind of wish were still on my person, but are no longer on my person. Oh, there's still bones from that fight we had. And there's still bones right there. And now there's guards out front, so that's good. Tegan, Ban Tegan, we've returned.
You return? Might you have news?
I found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
He's awake.
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
I need your help against the Blight. That will do.
I understand, but regardless of your motivations, I feel you are worthy of a reward. I would like to honor your efforts. Nothing more.
As you wish, then.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
But you can unite the nobility against Loghain, can't you?
I could unite those opposing Loghain, yes. But not all oppose him. He has some very powerful allies. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
But once everyone learned what he's done...
I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
You intend to put Alistair forward as king?
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
My blessing? Why do you need my blessing?
None of this would be possible without you. You led Alistair here. You saved my life with the urn of sacred ashes. It's your lead I follow. I am a credible enough figure in this nation to call the landsmeet, but I hold no illusions that I could face Loghain without you. Surely you see that.
There are a few things. I think he doesn't want to start an all-out war, because he could lose some people who would be on his side if he just all-out attacks Redcliffe without any provocation. And on the other hand, simply killing Loghain would turn them against us, and stating the words that he said, the lies that he spouted against the Grey Wardens are true. So, do you think this landsmeet idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
It seems we have little choice.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
He seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Give him to the Circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Sorry.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies.
I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
Alright, new quest. Gather our armies. And we have 3 level ups. Sorry, Wen. And we got a shield from him. So checking that out. Wrong way. A shield that I can't use, so there's that as well. Redcliffe Elite Shield. Compare. Made from the men... Wait, I'm sorry. Backtrack. Not of the men, but for the men. Made for the men of Arl Eamon's personal guard. This is finely made with the mark of Redcliffe Craft Hall imprinted on the inside, with +1 willpower, +3 defense, +15% electricity resistance, and +2 to attack. Let's look at Alistair, and its fatigue is slightly higher, but his missile deflection is right where it needs to be, and too bad he's just too weak, he can't hold it. He will be driven down to the Earth's core if he were to equip it at this moment. So, another shield to hold on to for a later date. We are done with the Urn of Sacred Ashes. A lengthy quest, if one is to say, and we're still not done with the Arl of Redcliffe. When you are ready to leave for Denerim. Okay, yeah, but we've got to gather our armies first. So we have to finish the Grey Warden treaties, which is Paragon of her kind and Nature of the Beast. We have to finish those before we can officially complete the Arl of Redcliffe. So yeah, a lot of choices put into this quest, with killing Brother Genitivi, destroying the Urn of Sacred Ashes, and not just simply tossing it out the window, but defiling the ashes by pouring dragon's blood on it because some random dragon cultist told you to. Being roasted by the Guardian, that's always great. Ash Wraiths. Ash Wraiths everywhere. Drakes. Also, Drakes everywhere. And dragon cultists out of the wazoo. Yes, an interesting quest, because it really delves into the Maker and then what happened with Andraste, which is little said over the course of the other games, but you get it mostly in this game, where it's telling the story of Andraste in the background. But yeah, tell me what you think about this quest. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you hate that you kind of had to deviate? How did you find about the quest? Did you talk to Isolde first, or did you happen upon it in Lake Calenhad? Did you go to Wayland? I heard there's plenty of ways to come across the quest without actually getting it from Isolde. So let me know. But yeah, I'll be putting this on hold. I'm getting my wisdom teeth extracted tomorrow as I'm recording this on President's Day. Free day off, woo. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving this on a cliffhanger before I left. I do updates on Twitter if you want to check out when I'll be back and putting out more Dragon Age Origin videos. But I'll be putting out, I have some videos recorded for when I'll be away, so you won't have any, you'll have videos, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, until next time.